Hello guys, welcome to another video here on Pickle. It's a CTF room on Tryhackme, and in this video we're going to be learning or exploiting a web server and find 3 ingredients to help Rick make his portion and transform himself back into a human from a pickle. And once we get those 3 ingredients, we'll fill them in here and then complete the challenge. Without further ado, what we'll do is to start the machine. Once we start the machine, we're going to be waiting for our target IP address to be ready. While we're waiting for that, I'll quickly come into my terminal here. I want to make a directory and call it Pickle. Hit enter, cd into Pickle and enter, Ctrl else, and then here we are in this room. So we have a particular directory now called Pickle. This is where we're going to be saving anything we want. And then once the target IP address is ready, the first thing I usually do is to ping that IP address to be sure it's working, and then I would use the network mapper to check for possible open ports in that IP to know where I will go from. So our IP will be ready in about 3, 2, 1. Alright, there we go. 10.10.59.200 is our IP, and without further ado, I'm going to try to ping it here, and let's see. Okay, we can ping our IP, so I'll stop that for now. And now I'm going to do an nmap scan. I like to look for the version, and I like to look for the the scripts. And let's say I'm going to save it here, call it Pickle nmap, right? And then I'm going to paste the IP address. Okay, I'm going to run that and let's wait for the result. Okay, while we're waiting for this this nmap scan with these switches, I quickly ran the normal scan using -pn, and I'm able to see that there is a port 22 open on SSH, and there's a port 80 open for HTTP. We also have a filtered zone 36890 TCP filtered rendezvous. Okay, all right. While we're waiting, since we see a port open here for HTTP, I might want to start checking a look at that while we wait for the one for the versions and scripts to pull up. It's usually important because I might have 1 or 2 things that I might be able to use for that. So for now, I'll quickly go check out that website or web server on port 80. I don't need to add that. Hit enter, and let's see. Ooh. Okay, so we have the site pulling up. He says, "Help Morty, listen Morty, I need your help. I've turned myself into a pickle again, and this time I can't change back. I need you to Morty, log on to my computer and find the last 3 secret ingredients to find my pickle reversion portion." Oh, the only problem is I have no idea what the password was. Help Morty, help. Okay, the first thing I do once I go into the site is to look at the source code. So Ctrl U here, and I'm zooming in a little bit. So these are just the normal source codes, but what we're looking at for are usually comments, and as you can see, we see one here, notes itself, remember username. This might be very useful, so we're going to copy that. Ctrl C here. I'm going to open up a Sublime text editor here, okay, and I'll paste that username right there. Okay, okay, we have that all settled in, and I'm going to minimize this for now. So that's that. What else do I usually check out when I open up a website? I usually like to check out robots.txt. Usually these are where developers put directories that they don't want you to access or is disallowed. So robots.txt file, it contains the directory that are not allowed to be searched for the website. So I click on that. We don't get anything except this set of words. I don't know what that is, so I will just copy that and just add that here. Okay, no, I'm not saving that yet, so I'm just going to minimize. So I have that, I have this. We've got 2 things here. Now what else What else? Is there anything else I can get from it? Sitemap. Let's chill off on that for now. Okay, so I'll go back to here. Wow, that's surprising. Let me see. Wow, that's surprising. My nmap scan for version scripts and everything is not out yet, so I'm going to ignore that for now, and I'm still going to just open up a new tab here, and let's use GoBuster. I'm going to use GoBuster to try to look for some hidden directories on this site. So I'm going to go Buster, and we're looking for busting directories, and dash U to put what we are busting, which is the website, which is let me copy up that code again. Copy up that IP, come back here, V. So this is the website we want to look for hidden directories on, and then we're going to use a word list, USR word list, share word list. I like to use, let me just use dep, and I like to use small.txt. okay. In addition to that, we might want to be looking for things like PHP, txt, what else? What else can we look for here? Maybe HTML. Okay, and with that I will hit enter, and let our GoBuster start to run. Okay, increase this a little bit. Alright, while we're waiting for GoBuster to give us some results, okay, we do have login.php available. This is something I want to do. I don't know why this is taking too long, so I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to run it again. The nmap-sv, let me just quickly change it this way. So I'm going to use -sc, and then dash, not that it matters though, but dash sv, and saving it. I'm just going to save it to Pickle and hit enter. So let me run that again. Now back to our GoBuster, we've seen login.php, we see portal.php, so I'm going to check this one out. Ctrl C, Ctrl Shift C, and okay, right, okay, let me just copy and paste that here, and then copy this as well, then come back here and paste it. Okay, alright, so we have the web IP and then login.php, so let's check that out. Perfect. Okay, it seems like we have a login page. Normally we might want to try something like admin, and then maybe like password, and then hit login and invalid username and password. So at this point we might want to check out to see if what we enumerated before, username here, recruits, and then maybe we'll try this as the password. Ctrl C and paste that, and let's see. Okay, we got in command panel. Okay, and let me see if there's anything out from our enemy. Okay, GoBuster is done. Let me go back here. Perfect. Now our nmap scan is here. Okay, from the nmap scan, similar to what we had here when we did the normal nmap scan, we can see here that the HTTP is super cool, is the name of the HTTP title, and the server is Apache. So we're looking at okay. Oh, there's still an open site here called filtered ncd attack, whatever. For now, we see that it's basically Linux. So with this, let's just use some Linux command and see lx. Wow, okay, super ingredients. Okay, assets clue.txt. So let's try to see if we can read some of this, but before then let me try something. Who am I, and then hit enter. Okay, we get that. So let's go back to ls, and then here we're going to just try to cut this. Okay, so cut. Alright, we already have that here, so cut that, and we can't cut that, and no, we can't head it, we can't. The only what works is actually the lex. So we have less, and then we'll try to read that, and then we get our first we get the first ingredient right there. So we'll come over here and paste that in, and we submit. Okay, So back here we could try to see if I can cd into home. Yeah, it doesn't work, none of this works. So what we're going to do next is to use a reverse shell to try to get a privilege escalation, and to do that we'll use the rev shells. I like to use the rev shell generator or reverse shell generator. And in this case, what this does is you input your IP and a port number, and then you select the type of shell you want to generate, the reverse type of reverse shell. In this case, for us to know which one we can use, we need to know what's available in this system. We usually can check which PHP, which Python, and with this I checked that we saw which Python 3 is available. The binary Python 3 is available, the binary PHP is available as well. So having known that, so we can choose either using PHP reverse shell, we can use Python reverse shell, and that being known, so I'm going to take my IP address. My IP address is here. Let's open up a new tab here. Okay, I can check if config here. No, let me just use IPA and see. Okay, I think the one I need to use is iTunes. I tried this before and it hanged my system, so using the IP address 10.17.10.56, which is actually what is showing on the top right side here. So with that being known, I'll open up a new tab here. Let's go back to the reverse shell. So I paste, this is my IP address port. I would like to use 4343, and then we use Python, so I'm looking for Python 3 Windows shortest. Let's use shortest, and I'm going to copy that. Heavily is going to be NC. We're using netcat, so I'll come back to the command line here, paste this. So this is a shell, but before I run it, I need to open up our netcat listener. NC-NLVP, and our port is 4343. Okay, hit enter. So we're listening right now. So while we're listening, we'll come back into this place to run this code, and let's execute. Having executed, if we look here, we will see we are dribbling, and if we go back to over here, we can see we'll get a netcat connection. So if we write who am I, www data ID, and you can see we are www data. So at this point, we ls again, we see what we got previously here, but we just that we can't get access to everything in the system. So let's see if we can let's read the cat, cat clue.txt, look around the file system for other ingredients. So to do that, let's see if I can cd into home and see what is in there. Okay, we have Rick and we have Ubuntu, right? We have Rick and we have Ubuntu. So I'm going to cd into Rick ls, and we have second ingredient right there. So I'm going to copy all this, Control Shift C. Don't make a mistake of Control C, because if we had to so I'm going to cut Control Shift V, and I'll hit enter, and then we'll have our second Control Shift C. We'll have our second ingredient. So I'll come back to the machine here to Tryhackme here, paste this, hit enter. Now I believe there's nothing else here around here. So for us to be able to get the last ingredient, we need to escalate into a root. And what I do first is to check for the permissions that we have in this system, to check out for what else we can do to actually escalate. So I usually check out for sudo -l and then hit enter. Okay, and then you see that the user www data may be able to run all the following commands and no password. So this is a huge misconfiguration right here on this particular this kind of system. So which means we can use anything, we can run any command without password. So in this case, I can escalate to root by just doing sudo su, hit enter, and I'm root. If I do id, you see I'm root right now. Okay, with that being said, I can ls no, I'll just basically cd into home, or just cd into root, Okay, no. CD into root, no. CD into, let's go home first, maybe to the home, ls. Okay, now that we're here, can I go to home, root? Yes, now I'm in root. So with root, I can check out what is in root. I can see over there the third.txt. So I'm going to quickly cut third.txt, hit enter, and we have the third ingredient is flip juice. So I'm going to copy that, Ctrl Shift C, come back into this place and hit enter, submit, and you can see we just completed the room. That's basically it. So thank you guys for watching, thank you for studying with me, and basically I'll see you guys in another video. Have a nice day. Ciao.